Hey guys, welcome. Today we're gonna play a new game, or an old game, called Microsoft Flight Simulator 10. We're gonna do a couple of the first missions. We're gonna start with the first tutorial mission, first takeoff. Just because it's been so long since I played this game. I played it a lot a while back, but I haven't had the time to play it, but I really want to pick it up again. I'm playing with a joystick, and of course I've changed computers since the last time I played, so all my key bindings are gone, and I don't remember any of the key bindings for the keyboard. So let's see how this goes. Okay, simulation paused. Press B to continue. In this tutorial you will learn how to navigate and look around. Then you'll make your first takeoff and landing. On screen right now you can see the knee board. All of the instructions in this tutorial are recorded on the message page. The briefing page displays the mission briefing. To close the knee board, click X in the upper right corner. To open it again, press Shift plus F10. Okay. Shift plus F10. You're sitting in an Air Creation Trike Ultralight at the end of runway 15 at Edwards Air Force Base in California. This is one of the longest runways in the world, the same runway the space shuttle sometimes lands on. In missions, you can navigate using the mission compass and the mission pointer. See the gauge in the upper left corner of the screen? That's the mission compass. The little triangle on the outside of the rotating heading indicator points the selected objective or item of interest. The text below the indicator tells you the name of the objective, its altitude above sea level, as well as your distance from it. See the big marker in front of you? That's the mission pointer. It points to objectives or items of interest. In some missions there will be more than one objective or item of interest. You can change which item the mission compass and pointer point to by pressing the K key. You can also hide the mission compass and pointer by pressing the U key. To look around, move the hat switch on top of your joystick or press and hold the space bar. Then move the mouse to look around. Okay, so feel free to experiment by looking around the aircraft now. You can also try different views by pressing F9, F10, F11 and F12 keys. Okay. So this is a really easy. When you're done experimenting, press 1 to progress to the next phase of this tutorial. Okay. We're just gonna try and switch the views a little bit. It's a little small airplane. I used to fly the Airbuses and Boeings and stuff last time I played, but hell yeah, we'll start with this one. Okay, let's get back inside. Great. Yes, sure, I'm ready. You can control an aircraft in flight simulating using a joystick, a universal controller, the mouse, or the arrow keys on the keyboard. Yup. Time to go flying. You're going to start the engine, release the brakes, take off, fly through some gates, and then land again. First, move the throttle to idle. If you do not have a joystick or a universal controller, press the F1 key. Next, start the ultralight's engine. Press Ctrl E or click the ignition switch on the instrument panel. We're gonna start learning the correct way to do it. You can control the throttle using the throttle lever on the joystick by pressing buttons on the universal controller or by pressing F1, F2, F3, F4 keys on the keyboard. The instructions in this tutorial are generalized to apply to any of these methods. Okay, we didn't start the engine, did we? We only turned on the ignition. For details about using different controller, refer to the quick reference card or the briefing for this mission. Can I see the propeller? It looks like it's spinning. Okay, if I push Ctrl E, there it started. Okay, we're down at idle. Now release the parking brake. Pull the trigger button on the joystick or press the period key. Okay. Ready for takeoff. Smoothly advance the throttle to full. If you don't have a joystick, press the F4 key. Okay. Taking off is easy. At about 30 miles per hour, gently pull the stick towards you and the aircraft will fly off the runway. Congratulations, you're flying. Okay, we're gonna fly through the first gate. Congratulations, you're flying. Pull back on the stick and climb a bit to fly through the first gate you see in front of you. Okay. Yep. Great, now climb a little more and fly through the second gate. Probably ease off the throttle a little bit. Now reduce the throttle a bit and slow down. The next gate is a little lower than the last one and you'll be landing once you get through it. Great job, now reduce the throttle all the way and use the stick to adjust your descent rate. I'll try and get a nice smooth landing. Pull back on the stick and level out. Try and float over the runway as long as possible. Now brake, pull the trigger, or press the period key. Come to a complete stop. Success. We managed. Nice landing. Press the escape key to end the mission or take off again and explore on your own. Okay, we made the first mission. Completed. No rewards earned. Okay. Great. Let's try one more. Shall we? Let's do the basic of flights. Or maybe we can... Actually we could jump to a little bit more, because I know the basics. We can do the ground operations, like taxiing and stuff. Shift G to unlock the table. Loading terrain data. I'm gonna try to download the packs which gives you the speaking air traffic controllers and the co-pilots and stuff, because that makes it a lot more fun in the next video. Okay, so we should go back inside and we should get our kneeboard up. Where is the... It was Shift F10, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. In this tutorial you will learn how to move an airplane on the ground or taxi. Taxiing is the important Taxi is important since you have to get from the parking spot on the runway in order to take off and back after you land. You'll be practicing your taxiing skills in several aircraft, but we'll start with the familiar tricultural light. You're starting in a spot plane view in this tutorial, so it's easy to see where your aircraft is. Use your joystick, hat switch, or the mouse to look around your plane. Okay, maybe I should go back outside. To begin taxiing, start the engine or nudge the throttle up just a little to start moving. Use the throttle and brakes to control your speed. You don't want to taxi much faster than 5 miles per hour. To turn while taxiing, twist the joystick or press 0 or enter on your numpad. Yep, let's try it out. Gonna give a little bit of throttle, just so we can barely stop moving. There we go. Then we're gonna use our brakes. Oh, they're really... Whoa! What? What is happening? Taxi slowly. Fast movement increases possibility of tipping over. I think I need to calibrate my joystick a little bit. You can save mission progress by pressing the semicolon key. In this tutorial, you might want to save the mission each time you switch to a new airplane. The semicolon. We'll do that. See if we can manage. Make gentle movements. Yeah, I'm trying. Up ahead is the Piper J4 cab. Move close to it and we'll switch on to that for a bigger challenge. Okay. Semicolon? I guess I did that now. Great, you know on the Piper Cab. The cab is a bit more difficult to handle than the upright, but not much. Let's go for it. We are taxiing like pros. Great job taxiing. Thank you. Almost think this was easier. And now I was used to the bigger planes though. So. Up ahead is the Douglas D6. Move closer and we can... Oh no, we're talking. This mysterious experience taxiing a big plane. Oh yeah. Alright, you're now in the Douglas DC-3. Your goal is to taxi to the beginning of the runway and take off. Sure thing. The runway is straight over there, so... This she has a tail lock. And with the lock off, it's like right now, the tail can swing freely during turns. With lock on, it's easier to taxi straight ahead. Let's shift G to unlock or lock when it's a little like this, it breaks the open turn. Shift plus G. Okay. Shift G. Now I want to go cockpit view. And I want to see my speedometer. Where is it? There. About 60 miles an hour. Okay, let's take off. Maybe I should call out the V1 rotate speeds. V1. Rotate. Pull back now and take off. Oh, we should climb about 1.5. Congratulations, you're in the air flying the DC-3. Feel free to keep flying or press escape to end the mission. So, outside view. Let's turn over. Help from the tail. There's the runway. Where we just took off from. Level flight. And there we have it. We managed. And we completed all our objectives and mission. Hell yeah, we're getting somewhere. Should we do maybe one more? Oh, that's a pretty long one. That would be cool though. Airport approach? Why not? Let's do it. Dee-dee-dee-dee. This game is really cool because it's pretty real. Oh, we're flying. Shift F10. Messages. We'll be approaching a flying Pepper Cub about 5 miles northeast of Eagle Creek. Adjust the throttle and maintain approximately 70 miles per hour on your approach. Current speed is indicated on the second gauge to the left. I'm guessing I'm going through. Waypoint have been placed, just a good flight for landing. Okay. So we're going a bit fast. Oh, the airport is there, so we're probably going like around, I guess. And our goal speed is approximately 70 miles an hour. We're gonna have some turning and stuff. I really need to figure out trims for the ailerons and rudders. Turn to right and follow the markers. Mission compass in upper left, yeah. We are good on speed and we're good on cruising. And we're still going right. There is the next one. That's the next one on the runway. There's one down there. Should be one straight ahead. See that? It shouldn't be up. 1.2 nautical miles. At this point we're flying on what we call downwind leg of the traffic pattern. Yeah. And then we're going to turn around and do the flying in. Oh, there it is. And we relax the throttle a bit, and then we're gonna go down pretty much. Actually gonna try and correct a bit. See if we can. Our speed is perfect. Keep this altitude and we're going to start turning left. Probably going to speed up a bit to not lose too much altitude. Try and maintain 17. Now we're turning towards the airport and for the landing. Whoa, there's wind. Next one is pretty steep over here. There. Oh, it's hard to see the controls. We got the sun straight from here. The base leg. Now turn onto the final 3 markers, adjust throttle to slow down to 60 miles an hour. The runway is an altitude of 794 feet. Okay. Now we're at 1230 feet, so we got another 500 feet to go. You can see the lights on the runway on the left side. Just travel back to 55. We're now on the final leg. We're gonna try and align it with the runway. Pull back on the throttle when we get a little bit closer. Keep it steady. Yeah. We're a little slow. You can see the lights which indicate the red and white one. And we're on the correct flight path. Gently make sure we're center. And when we pass this one, we're gonna throw low back and raise the nose. Now pull the throttle and get ready to land. We're gonna keep the nose up to. You're on the ground, I'm not on the ground yet. There we go. Apply the brakes. And we made it, we're down. Pretty much center of the runway too, so that went well. Okay, success. Land at Eagle Creek Airport completed. End mission. Okay guys, thank you for watching this little sneak peek into my flight simulator series. I'm gonna do more complex stuff once I get my DLCs and my calibrations and key bindings correct. We'll try and fly some real trips. Maybe not the long ones, but some short ones internally in Norway and stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a comment. I'll see you next time. Bye.